Hello, everybody. I'm Danny, and my cohort in crime, Kenny, is not here right now. He's having technical difficulties. And if you could hear what I hear, it's quite technical. Anyway, hi, everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Just got back from spending some time with my son and his family over in Oregon or Eastern Oregon. Just wanted to let y'all know that he'll be here. We just raced home, getting set up, and I'm hoping that you can all hear me. Ken says we have no internet, but my computer seems to be having no troubles. So I don't know what's going on.
What up, guys? We're having all kinds of internet situations going on. So Danny is refusing to get on the stream because her internet's not working. So anyway, here we are. We are live. Hope you all had a good weekend. We just got back from our kids. Sorry about the mishaps. So I'll start going through the hellos. So Dragon Lair, welcome. I do not know what is going on with the internet. First in this night was Dennis with Bigfoot Tanks, Miss Patty, Carol Cox, Caleb, what's going on? Richard Reynolds, welcome. Jeff Kane, hello. Window Liquor, welcome. Plushy Aquatics, welcome. Legacy, Mr. Melvin, hello. Shane Tanks and whatnot, welcome. Shane's Tanks and Bowls, let me say. Scotty Aquati, welcome. Dragon Lair, welcome. Linda Worth, welcome. Only Oscars, welcome. Lefty, good to see you, buddy. What's going on there, Ryan with PNW Aquatic Moose, welcome. What's going on, Ed? Bill, hello. Plushy Aquatics, Mr. Chris, welcome. Amisa, good to see you. John McKenzie, good to see you. Johnny Mac. Leo, good to see you. R.D. Youngbauer, welcome. Linda Worth, good to see you. What's up, Trash Cat? Good to see you. Dennis Christensen, welcome. What's up, Yellen? So as I said, we were up at my son's house today. We were supposed to be back yesterday, but we ended up staying an extra night. Things were going great up there. Grandkids and us were having a good time. Traffic was kind of a pain in the butt. We got an issue with the truck, so we're running a little late tonight. Danny's extremely tired and crabby, obviously. I'm tired and crabby, so needless to say, that's why she's not on the stream. She's a crabster and has decided to vacate these premises. So that's where we're at. What's going on, Roxanne? Good to see you. But Danny and I are starting to get ready. We got a swap coming up in about 2 weeks, and then we got Fishtoberfest, and we got a third swap happening in November. We're also going to be running Craigslist ads. We are going to be massively downsizing our fish room. We have started that process already. I moved probably 3 tanks. We plan to get down to 20 to 25 at most. So if you guys are in the market for fish, you might get a hold of me because we are making some pretty screaming deals to get rid of a lot of this stuff. If you're in the Portland area, I'm going to be giving massive discounts on a lot of the fish equipment, as far as tanks, filters, lights, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, we don't know what happened, Dragulair. All of a sudden, our internet just zapped. And I'm looking right now. It looks like we're back online. We're not sure what happened, but yeah, we were just sitting here, and then all of a sudden, our internet crashed. I'll be right back. See if I got any herbs. Oh my God. All right, I think I got her. See if we got this, get this going. All right.
Okay, guys, there we are. At least got mine up. Danny, like I said, crabby, so we're just going to keep her off the stream tonight. I'm done arguing with her about it. So, if anybody would like to join me tonight, you're welcome to. Fish tanks are all just getting turned on today after being off for 2 days. This tank's extremely cloudy. I got to figure out when the stream's over what's going on here now. Fish are alive in it, so that's good. Just a little cloudy, so we got a little bacteria bloom going on in there. Sorry, guys. Internet keeps popping in and out. Not sure what is going on this evening. Go through the chat here. Teddy SC, Fish Keeper, welcome to the stream. I understand you had a crappy day, Dragon Lair, but Danny is Danny. She's going to do what she wants to do when she wants to do it. So she is not wanting to stream this evening, so that's fine. Oh, let's see. And this take behind me, all that's left in there now is 6 of the African banded barbs, and then there's a whole colony of longfin Paliatus corridoras, and then there's a pencil fish, and what else is in there? 2 or 3 of the Pandagara, and then 2 of the Microcynodontis in there. Well, obviously, Leo, the wet spots here in Portland, and you also have Kay's Fish Store, and then World of Wet Pets out in Beaverton is a good one. And then All Things Aquarium are out in Tigard is another good one. So we have lots of good fish stores here. What's going on, Roland? No, I'm just getting through the chat there, buddy. Roland, they're wanting to know if you're going to the Clash. That's different, Ian. Had no idea. Patty, thank you for the 99-cent sticker. Greatly appreciated. What's going on, Peplin? Let's see here. What's going on, Miss DD? Good to see you. Leo, best food to eat in Portland. Be there Thursday. Well, it depends on what you like, bro. We got a little bit of everything in this town. My wife and I go to a couple different Chinese joints. Let's see here. Lake Oswego Grill in Clackamas is excellent. If you want high dollar, you got Ruth's Chris in downtown, El Gacho's in downtown, the Portland Grill. Over in Vancouver, which is just across the river, you have Beaches, which is a good restaurant. Patty. That would be torture, huh? Seeing Peplin in his skivvies. All right, Ed. I'll send it to you. I will send it to you, amigo. Just texted it to you, Ed. Hello, Mr. Ed.
Hey, look, Nico's here. Oh, I gotta turn you off. I got you on my telephone.
Ah. Lady Diane, how are you? Good to see you. It's just been kind of a weird. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker, Mr. Ed.
You betcha. I wish Nico would do that karate. So I almost had a disaster today.
What happened?
Well, it's been raining so much. Every day I have to drain like 2 inches of water. It seems like, well, not every day, but almost every other day. I've been draining water off of all my tubs. Well, I was draining it off of one of them. I'd already done the other two. And my sister and brother-in-law came over because they're moving closer to us. They're building a house on top of one of the mountains. The land's actually called Flat Top Mountain that they're moving to. But they came over and I forgot all about the hose in there. And it went all the way down to like 3 inches. So I drained off about 100 gallons of water.
Did you lose any of your babies in the draining process?
No, I keep a net over it. So that way, and I decided to make a little learning video from it too that I'll probably put out tomorrow. But when I do it, I'm always afraid that somehow my fry are going to get mixed with each other because they're different strains.
Right.
So I keep nets on the hoses, and what I did was I just took 2 of the hoses and put them in the other tubs, and then I was filling a 5-gallon bucket from those because the water's 84 degrees, and I can't just put tap water in or it'll kill them all because that's, you know, only 20 gallons of water in that tub. If I'd put 80 gallons of cold water, they'd probably die.
Right.
So what I did was I drained off like an extra 10 off of those and dumped it in. And then tomorrow I'll do another 10. I would have done 20, but the mosquitoes were freaking killing me at night. You
Oh,
know,
I bet.
so
I bet.
not
You guys have been
bad
getting a lot of
during the
rain
day.
lately, dude. I thought Portland was bad. You guys are getting hammered, man.
Yeah, well, we average about 70 inches a year, which is insane. And this year, I think we're going to get more. It's really weird, but we're actually in a rainforest because we're at the bottom of the Appalachian Mountains. So all those tropical storms come and they just drop on us. They hit the mountains and they stop blowing. So every hurricane hits us, and it's a weird place to live. We've had to drain our pool a couple times already this year. Last year, we only had to drain our pool like 3 times. And, you know, when I say drain, I'm talking like drain 10 inches off of it.
Leo, there are so many. I can't even begin to tell you how many Korean and pho joints we have as far as ramen noodle type places. All of them are
Whoa.
good here.
Now, who's coming to Portland?
Leo 209.
Leo, you've got to. I mean, Kenny may disagree. I don't know because he's a real Portlander, and I've never been. I don't think I've been there. I've been to Seattle, but you got to go to Voodoo Donuts. Just
Voodoo?
because it's like a landmark, popular place. You know, it's on all the food channel networks and everything. If I go to Portland, I have to make a stop by there just to see it.
Storm blew the neighbor's hive over. Oof.
Ooh,
What's going on,
beehive?
Larry D? Good to see you. That's what I would assume that's what he's talking about. Man, that must have been a mess.
I've got to pull some branches out of the yard again. I've been doing a lot of branches this year.
Yeah, all we're up to lately, man, we're just getting this fish house downsized, man. That's our main goal right now.
Oh man, that makes me sad.
It's got to happen, dude. It's got to happen.
Well, you guys have been having a lot of fun on your boat, though. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, been loving that.
Now, where you've been catching walleye, but you caught some. I saw you had a rainbow trout. Was that from your pontoon also?
Oh yeah, that was up at Lake
Oh, wow.
Timothy. Yep.
Wow. Well, now how do you fish for those? Like, what type do you use? Eggs or lures?
No,
or
are you talking about for the trout?
Yeah, like
Just
the
just
way I catch trout
Nightcrawler.
is
Nightcrawler. That's it.
okay. I use dough baits, but that's because all the trout that I've ever fished for came from fish farms, and that's what's they're raised on the dough bait or the dough foods, and so it's always worked. I've never actually got to fish for wild ones, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, this weekend we went up to Pendleton, Oregon, and fished to Columbia yesterday, and then today we took my son to his reservoir out there by his house. Just good time with the grandkids. We had a good time.
Now your son took over your other boat, didn't he?
Yeah, matter of fact, I took him to the titles today, or this
Neat.
weekend while I was up there.
Now, can you jet ski or not jet ski, but water ski from your Nico? What are you doing? He's just walking.
You
on
could
my
probably
keyboard.
do a like a little inner tube or something like that. I think ski. I'm sure we could get up, and I mean the boat caps out at like 22 miles per hour, so nothing exciting for a skier. Probably a wakeboard would be all right because it does create quite the little wake. So
Maybe one of those rubber tubes that get drug behind would be pretty fun.
Yeah. We plan to get one of those down the road.
That's cool.
And I'm sure we'll,
I'd love
I'm trying to think either, because we're getting close to draft time, so I'm sure we should fire up the ASE here soon.
Yeah, and we got to start talking about that too. I didn't know if you'd want to talk about any football, but we've got to, and I've got, you know what? I've never made the little metal plaques for the trophies. For these trophies, I've got June and Ryan's trophy still sitting behind me, and I got to send it to them before the season starts, you know? So I've got to do that this week because I got to get a little thing and it says engrave it with their team name and the conference win. And someday I'll make you something special for your big wins from 2 years ago.
Oh, it's no big deal, dude. I ain't even worried about it.
But we've got to see who wants to play again. You know, I don't know if we can just assume that everybody that played last year wants to play. I know we've got about 5 or 6 more people that want to play.
Well, I think you and I
that'll
had
be-
talked, we're going to have to do 3 leagues this year.
Yeah.
Every year it's
Hopefully-
growing.
Yeah, hopefully we can get 10, 3 to 10 man leagues. And that'd be pretty neat, I think.
Peplin says he's playing.
Well, I'll see it when I believe it. That didn't even make sense. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm just teasing. Dude,
There's
did
Tampa
you hear about
Tom. What's going on, Tampa Tom?
I don't want to go too far into football, but did you hear that their quarterback spent all that time negotiating a contract and now he's taking a pay cut to get Dalvin Cook on their team?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But let's don't talk football because I don't want to drive any of our fish people away.
Away. Yep.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for all of our fish nerds that are like us, but except they only like fish. I mean, everybody has another hobby than just fish, but like,
Oh, wow. Craig
June
says
likes-
it's 5 a.m. here. Time's making me tired. 5 a.m. Yowza.
wow, Craig is amazing. How he's just always around. It seems like
I don't think the guy
For what-
sleeps.
time. Yeah.
Now, I meant to ask you the other. Have you heard from our buddy, Fishroom Fever?
He texted me about a week ago, but I was on my lawnmower mowing the grass, and the only reason why I knew is because I listened to music on the, by Bluetooth it, and I said, "Dude, I'm riding the lawnmower. I'll call you or I'll talk to you later." And then I never did. I forgot all about it.
You're like
So,
me, Ed. You're
I-
always running 100 miles a minute.
I need to check on him and see how he's doing. I hope he's.
Lady
got
Diane says,
everything
"Don't make
under
me ride
control."
my horse into this chat, Ed."
Oh no. Well, horses are cool. I used to herd cattle in northern Missouri for about 2 years. I would herd 1,500 head, 2 different herds of them. We'd herd them to get checked to see if they had babies, and then we'd herd them back to the fields and then bring in another herd. And we did that twice a year, and it was about the coolest job in the world for a boy. And then the other job I had on the farm when they needed me was when they were harvesting potatoes. And that wasn't nearly as much fun because you just walk behind the giant combine that pulls the potatoes out of the dirt. But what's fun about it is when you find a potato, you get to pick it and throw it at the truck with all the potatoes in it. So it's kind of fun. You get to throw potatoes, but not as fun as riding a horse. Good times.
Oh, he's getting some homemade ice cream. That sounds good. They're
Haven't
wanting to
done
go to
homemade ice cream in
Florida.
a long time.
Now, I got to meet this trash cat at Madison. That was awesome. Got to meet her. I met Victoria. Austin for the first time. I met Jeff Kane. I met, who else was there that I was first time meeting? Well, of
Foxy?
course, Roxanne. How could I forget my little
Yeah.
Roxanne?
Roxanne.
I guess I don't. I talked to her so much on the phone and just through Facebook chat and all that. I always forget that was the first time actually meeting her in person, but it felt like I'd already met her. You know what I mean? We've been friends for so long already that just difference
Sure.
was I got to see her in the flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. The day I was leaving, I went to breakfast with her in Peplin.
That's awesome.
That was good.
They're super cool. And so, can I ask you some more questions though about the convention?
Sure.
So, was there classes or speakers and stuff, or?
Oh yeah, it was a normal ACA event. So you had that,
But there
and
was
then
also catfish.
yeah, they teamed up with the catfish people. The catfish. Oh, what the heck do they call it? I'm drawing a blank. You could tell I'm sun fried.
Catalysm.
There you
The
go.
catalysm.
Catfish catalysm. There you are. And there was some
And-
cool stuff there to be had. Unfortunately, I just wasn't in the buying, the buying frame of
Sure.
mind because I knew I had a trip behind this that I had to do. So I pretty much jetted in just to see Peplin and all the people meet them. And then I was out by Saturday morning at like 9 a.m. I was gone.
Oh wow.
So I was there
What,
Friday.
did
and
they
then
have a? Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, then Friday, I'd been up since 6:30 the previous morning. So when it got to be about 8 o'clock or so their time, it would have been, 6 my time. I'd been up for close to 30 hours at that point. I just lost it. Done. Crashed. What's up, Vibes?
Yeah. Vibes.
But yeah, I had a good time. I'm glad I went. Then I went on the rest of the trip, got to see the family, got to do all that cool stuff. Then I went by the Sunday before I left, I met up with Whip and we went to breakfast. So I got to hang out with Whip.
Awesome. Yeah, I got to go to Whip's future property in Tennessee. He's going to be less than an hour from my house.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to be able to hang out with Whip, and I bet you he'd like to go see like live music and stuff. So maybe I'll have somebody to hook up with and go have fun on the weekends occasionally.
Can't beat that,
So that's
man.
cool. Yeah. And
So
he's only going to be a half hour from my sister's house.
So your next event's probably the Clash now, right?
Yeah, I do have we have a Chattanooga swap next week, I believe. And Chattanooga, it's really weird. We have a pretty small club. We don't have the biggest weakness for Chattanooga is we don't have a meeting area, a consistent place to have our meetings. But when we have our swaps, they're huge because we get a lot of people coming up from Atlanta and a lot from Nashville and a lot from Knoxville. So it's like a kind of a place where the other clubs really come to swap with each other, and they're pretty big. So looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Are you going to take fish
Tables
this
are
time?
$10. I'm going to be looking for some Goodaids. I'm always on the hunt for those moonlight or starlight. Wait, starlight plecos? Moonlight stuff. I think it's
No,
starlight.
starlights.
Plecos. Yeah. I'm always. Whoops! What did I just do? Are you still there?
Yep, you're there, buddy.
Oh, somehow I had the screen dropped. But yeah. So I'm always looking for those. That'll be fun, just to do things. And then the Clash is in like 50 days. So I really have to get on my projects because that Pleco you've got behind you, I made another Pleco, but I can't find it now. And I've got to paint that and make it. And I want to make it very, just basically exactly the same. And yeah, that took some time. So that's going to be at least a week because those dots took forever. Because I first did white dots, so the yellow would really pop. Because if I just put yellow on black, the yellow won't be as bright. So I did white dots, and I painted every white dot with a yellow paint over it. And I plan on doing that for this one. And then I've also got a batfish I'm going to take to the Clash.
What's up, Night Owl Aquatics? And Miss Lori came in from Monster Fish Gal. Hello, Red Laser.
Yeah, monsters.
Monster Fish
I always
Gal.
I love Monster Fish Gal because the emoji I give her is always the ghost. And I think it's ironic that the ghost is the closest thing to a monster they have as an emoji. You know? Well, you'd think they would make a Frankenstein head or something.
Or you could put like a big catfish.
Well, I don't think we even have a catfish.
Really?
I think the only fish we have is a puffer fish, the bluefish, and there's like a saltwater angelfish. And I'm just going by emojis, that you get to pick off of the normal talking. I try to put something fun behind everybody's name when I talk to them.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris said he would have came up too. Well, I appreciate it, Chris. Me and Ed got it at this point, but I appreciate it. But I am ways behind on chat, man.
I haven't even turned it on. I had it on my phone and it was like double tapping. Oh, you know what? I need to not do this. Rico said that he thinks the reason why my audio's been messing up is because I've been running the live stream and doing StreamYard at the same time.
Your sound sounds good tonight.
Well, do you want to do an experiment and have me let's do an experiment. I'm going to turn on the YouTube version. Now, it might not be affected with only 2 people also, but it's like when I play the Dungeons and Dragons with everybody, it messes up.
So Lady Dion says you could invite us all over, Ed, and we could all do crafts together.
That would be so much fun. That'd be
and
awesome.
Ed has a pool she put as a...
I was sitting in it today for about an hour. Well, right now, I'm on both. Do you hear any audio changes?
Nope.
See, I wonder if it's only because it's a group of people or something. I don't know.
Oh, really that's not the case, Plushy. You're good, Chris. He says, oh, you and Ed are way better to me. Trust me, we're not.
Yeah.
We're just 2 guys up here having a good time.
We've been doing it together for a long time, too. As a team.
Yep. We've done
no
a few
Danny,
streams.
But nobody's Danny. But, yep. Can't wait to see Dennis here in another week, too. Or in 50 days, I'll be hanging out with Dennis, too.
Oh, Dennis is going to the Clash?
I hope so. I got to hang out with him last time. I was so worn out. I just had to sit down somewhere. And so I sat on this little bench, and he sat down next to me, and we talked for a while. And that was really nice because I just didn't want to move.
Well, I don't know if you've met Roxanne yet, but Peplin and Roxanne are going to the Clash this year, too.
Yeah, that's going to be super cool. I hope she brings me a cherry Jolly Rancher, because if she doesn't, we're going to have words.
And she'll probably tell you you need to bring her some of your fish. Are you driving up or are you flying?
I'm driving up. But I'm going to go up, I think, on Monday.
I wonder if Father Fish is going to go since it's so close to him now.
I heard that he was. I heard that Father Fish is going to be there.
Nice.
So, yeah. Be able to hang out with Father Fish again. so many people to hang out with. I think we're going to try to play Dungeons and Dragons one time together as a big group, because almost everybody from our group except for poor Xdo will be there. And
So Roxanne says, I'll bring you cherry and a peach, Ed.
it's hard to find those peaches. We were talking about Jolly Ranchers. It used to be you go to a pharmacy and they'd have a box of Jolly Ranchers, those long sticks of them. And you could get peach and cherry or whatever flavor for 10 cents each. And my sister and my mom would give us $1 and we'd walk to the store and do that. And
What's up, Jenna P? Good to see you.
One of each. Hiya, Jenna. Let's see.
Vanowski's in the house. Good to see you, Vanowski.
Well, that was just
all the cool kids coming by now.
Piplin wasted his one membership chat just to be mean to me.
What'd he say? I'm sorry, Pep. I don't have my YouTube up, so let me get that up so I can see those.
I'm going to eat all the Jolly Ranchers and bring you the wrappers, Ed. LOL.
Oh, that sounded
going to be nice.
That sounded a little salty there.
What a jerk face.
Yeah, I can't. I think we got to get another one fired up just so you and Peplin can go at it. Okay, so Peplin, I wanted to tell you also thank you for being a loyal member for 29 months. Greatly appreciated. Did I miss anything else here, Ed? I'm going to go through this side now. Looks like we got her.
How do you know how long you've been a member without sending a text?
It tells you, I think, somewhere.
Well, I just want to see if I'm better than him.
Peplin's the reason I even got memberships on. Danny and I weren't going to do them. And then Peplin and Carol Cox and like 5 or 10 of my loyal subscribers, like, we want memberships. So I turned memberships on, and rest is history. I can't believe it's been 29 months already, but
I don't know how you send a... Oh, no. How do you send one of these things?
What are you trying to send?
A membership thing to see how long I've been a member.
Oh, he says, you can have the peach, Ed.
Aw.
You basically do like you're going to soup.
You got to pop out. That's why.
Yeah, you got to pretend like you're going to do a super chat, and then you go to membership chat. Or maybe you already did one for the month.
I almost bought you 50 memberships.
Yeah, that would have been good.
$199.
Holy Christ, dude.
Okay. Free membership milestone.
What are you at?
Crap. What was he? He's at 29. Never mind. I'm not going to pop it. I'm at 28.
So you were in the same, like, the month. Watch those buttons, Ed, Larry D says to you.
I know. Oh, Larry D's going to be at the Clash.
Peplin just gave a $2 super and said, you can have all the peach, Ed. With the vomit,
my gosh, that'd be awesome.
With the vomit sign. So he apparently doesn't like peach.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I haven't had a peach Jolly Rancher in a long time. So that's pretty cool. Well, but Larry D, I hope Larry D brings his telephone and he makes a video with some of his hot sauce, and he has some of us, like, he teaches us how to taste hot sauce.
Oh,
because have you seen his hot sauce tasting?
Yes, and I want no part of it.
Yeah,
I'd be tapping out week 1.
And he can tell you what's in it. And when I put hot sauce in my mouth, I just go, I just burn.
Yeah, I have no ambitions of ever learning hot sauce.
Well, I will do it just to be cool on his show. As long as I just hope, don't pick something that's going to make me hate the next day, though.
Yeah. That's all hot sauce for me, man.
Mm.
It burns going down
And,
and it burns coming out.
the only hot sauce that burns coming out or hot wings for me is those Hooters ones.
Ooh, Jenna P says Larry D should do his own version of the Hot Ones interviews at the Clash. Ooh,
Yeah.
sounds like there's going to be a lot of upset stomachs if he does that.
Except he can't use chicken wings because chicken wings are like a freaking $1 a piece now. He'd end up spending $1,000 on chicken wings.
So Night
It'd
Owl
be
says he
pretty
lives
fun.
two states away from Georgia and has never eaten their peaches while working. Tell you right, I ate too many Colorado peaches all week. Laugh aloud. No interest in peaches anymore.
Who said that?
Night Owl.
Night Owl? Well, I live about 10 miles from Georgia. I think I got some Georgia peaches upstairs. Well, they're probably from Tennessee. I don't know. We have a lot of orchards here too.
What's going
A
on,
lot of
B
apples
Wizzle?
and strawberries. It's easier to grow fruit here in where I live than it is like corn and things like that because we don't really have the fields. So we have more orchards. But yep.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
so hot down there this weekend. It was like 96 one day, and there was a fire across in Washington, so it was like kind of hot, and then you had this smoke throughout everywhere over there.
Yeah.
It was difficult, yes, but thank God the wind was
Now,
blowing, or we would have been toast.
do you remember when you came to visit me and you were just sweating because of the humidity?
Yeah,
And I wasn't, which was weird, and it was just because I had adapted to it, I think. Well, now it's been like in the upper 90s and it's not bothering me at all.
really.
I'm just enjoying the pool. Of course, if I was probably working in the middle of the yard, it'd be different, but laying in the pool is a lot easier for handling hotness.
Well, the year I came through though was extremely hot too, everywhere. Remember, Florida was like, wow.
Oh yeah, and then you drove through fires and everything.
Yeah, that was a rough year to go through.
And hurricanes and or tornadoes.
Tornadoes,
You just had
hurricanes.
flat.
You and I caught the tail end of that one it had just been through, and then going from you down to Arkansas, I ran into those flash floods. I mean, I saw every
Yep.
kind of weather you could possibly think of, but I made it to all my destinations without a hitch. So I'm thankful. The worst was Des Moines, Iowa, was the worst. When you're seeing semi trucks getting thrown around like rag dolls and you're seeing it all in your rearview mirror and you're seeing the funnel, I mean, I'm like hauling butt. I mean, at one point I could honestly say I was over 115 miles per hour, and it still was gaining. It seemed like. Then finally, it just all of a sudden went. It was weird. It was like as fast as it started, it just went up into the air and gone.
It was done.
Ugh. But when I
Well,
got to my mom's, I sheltered down on my mom's that night, and then I got to see the newscast from there, and I'm like, holy Christ, am I lucky? Like, if I would have been half hour sooner, I probably would have been in the middle of it. But luckily, I was just ahead of it, you know?
my big goal for next year is to get to Florida once or twice and do collecting.
That would be fun.
I'd really like to do that. Grant said that he would take me out to places, and I bet you I could talk to Ryan and he'd probably take me out. And I think that'd just be a lot of fun. And I also got to see LRB's new place.
You did see it already or haven't?
I haven't. I'm about to. He ordered 4 of those axolotl heads. So I've got to make him 4 of those axolotl heads this week and ship them. And yep. That way at least he can get those. Maybe if hopefully I'm still employed by Aquashella. And if I am, maybe I'll stop by Grant's and LRB's house.
Now, where is
when I
it? It's
go
in
down to
Daytona or
Daytona.
something this year, and it's somewhere different than it's been.
Yeah, it's in Daytona, which is on the Atlantic side, kind of near under Jacksonville. I don't know if that
Nice.
helps you any.
Oh yeah, I know where you're
It's
talking.
about an hour east of Orlando. You know, if like you wanted to go to the beach and you followed the highway, you'd probably go through Daytona to get there. So they say that the convention is actually on the beach too. So that'd be pretty neat if we could just open the back door and see the beach of the place. So it'll be fun. I hope I'm employed. You know, they have a new GM, and I think that the owner wants to bring it back to how it was and not how it's like how he was pushing the last one. So we'll see. But if they keep pushing it like the Dallas one, then they just don't need me. Because I brought all that stuff to play. We had meetings for almost 20 weeks preparing for the show.
Bill Meyer says
And then
Daytona Bike
didn't
Week
do
is
any of it.
magnificent.
Bike Week?
Bike Week. I'm sure he's talking motorcycles, right?
Oh, bike. Okay, yeah. That's cool.
Lady Diane says she's doing that in November. I don't know what she's doing.
My nephew bought a motorcycle yesterday in Nashville, and so now both nephews have a motorcycle. So now my brother-in-law is going to try to buy one so he can go riding with them. So the three of them are all planning on riding together.
Yeah, that's the one thing I wish you and me and James would have done is went up north and saw Tampa Town before we left. That would have been fun.
Oh man, yeah. Well, and if I go see Grant, maybe I can see Tampa Tom too, because that's near Grant's house. Tampa is kind of close, and I've got $100 gift card to the Fish Consolidation pet store in Tampa, our fish farm.
So Adele's coming in pooping on the stream with her $2. Thank you so much, Adele. Appreciate you.
Meow. I said hi to her cat just now.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I probably should have done that in a little bit of an Australian accent. Meow.
Ed. Australian kitty cat accent. Awesome.
Meow, mate.
And she says, I
don't
always
know.
give a crap. Now, me and Danny are going to get to
Unfortunately, I
see
do
her next year.
Oh,
Next
that's really
October,
neat.
we're going to do our Danikins Tour Australia bit. We're looking forward to that.
That's super cool. That's going to be the neatest trip in the world. I would love to go to Australia someday. We got to get off.
It's one of Danny's
get off.
bucket lists. I want to make sure to get her done. Stephen
that's
White,
cool.
what's going on from Spain? Good to see you.
Oh, wow.
Just got a group of purple head barbs in a 45.
Wow. Let's see what a purple-head barb looks like.
Says he's been keeping fish for 45 years and has never seen them.
Purple-head barb. Oh,
Adele
wow.
says, how the hell do you meow in an Australian accent, Ed?
Well, you heard it. Replay it.
I've had
Look at
those.
that.
Those we call those red ruby barbs here. Some people call them black ruby barbs. Yeah, those are cool
Oh.
fish.
Well, this one's called a black ruby barb. This one's maybe not a purple head. Let's see. The black ruby barb or the purple head barb is a tropical. Oh my gosh.
They're hard to come by.
A bunch of words that are Latin.
We have
But
not
yeah.
been able to find them since we had them. So, because we
Very
finally
neat.
had our male died about 2 months ago.
They have the tiger barb attitude.
No, they're pretty mellow actually.
Oh, that's
You don't
even a
wanna-
bigger bonus.
Yeah, you don't want to. I wouldn't keep them maybe with your typical peaceful fish. Probably semi-aggressive tank would be best, but they're not as
You keep
nippity
'em-
as like tiger barbs. They're
So I could put them in with the Red Devil.
I think they'd be that red devil would
Eh.
kill them. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being a hoser. He's too big for them. But you know, I don't know who's the boss in my tank. The Severin. I've got a green spotted Severin and this purple devil, orange devil. And I mean, they just swim in circles around each other, giving each other the evil eye. But very seldomly do they ever touch each other. But right now they're side by side, looking at me, hoping to get food.
You might be okay for years. Red devils typically are going to win that argument, though. I think.
This red devil was supposed to be a wussy red devil that they had to take out of their tank because everybody was beating up on it. And so Rob at Aquatic Aesthetics gave him to me for free. And I told him, dude, if this fish bites one of my other fish, I'm bringing it back tomorrow. And he hasn't. He's been real nice. He used to aggravate my Bisher quite a bit. He dumped sand on my Bisher all day long. But I don't think it really bothered my Bisher. But I think he thought he was bothering the Bisher. But man, I just wish my Bisher was still alive.
Yeah, that's. Roland Holt says we may be in New Zealand next year, Kenny. I know, nice, Roland.
Oh my God!
Well, if you're
You
in
guys
New
might
Zealand,
take the
this is-
same flight.
we might. That would be trouble. 14 hours on a plane with Roland, I'd be in trouble. It's actually
You guys
more
would
like
have to get
16
first class.
hours, I think. Well, my wife
You and
and I-
Roland get first class.
We're actually considering there's a couple spots we could stop in and just hang for a day or two just to break up the flight, you know. We're
You got
considering
friends
doing.
still in Hawaii?
Yeah, Hawaii wouldn't be a big enough break. I'd want to do something that's like halfway, like a 9-hour flight.
Oh. So what's
I'm
that
trying to
Easter
think.
Islands?
All that area. I'm trying to remember the one place is it Tahiti or something my wife was talking? I can't remember. There's an island she's picked out that's like halfway. Land there, stay a couple days, then finish it and go to Australia. But we'll see, though. I'm
Well-
the kind, I just soon fly and get it over with, and that way you got more time there.
If I win the lottery, I'll go with you guys, and I'll just be your bag boy and cameraman.
That sounds like fun, Ned.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's already
You guys wouldn't
2
even-
minutes. It's already 2 minutes to 7.
You guys wouldn't even notice me in the hotel room because I'll sleep at the bottom of the bed like your dog.
That's our anniversary weekend, buddy. I don't know if you want to be at the foot of that bed.
I'm just trying to be silly.
Yeah, Ryan says Tahiti. That's what I thought it was.
Ryan had a special stream last night. Did you see that?
You know, guys, I didn't see anything because I was out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay. Well, he had a special stream where he played music and got to watch his fish.
Oh,
And
really?
just hang out and talk. And I was like at night, I always click to find a rainstorm to play so I don't hear my stupid heart beating while I'm sleeping with the artificial ticking. Well, I saw he went live right as I was doing that. So I went on there and I said hi for a little bit. I hung out for like 20 minutes, but I had to go to bed. But boy, I sure wish I would have known about it because I could have been all awake and ready. It was cool. And man, have you been to his house?
Ryan's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been there a couple of times.
Did you see all those good-looking clown loaches he has?
Oh, yeah. He's got a big posse like I have. We both like our clown loaches. So,
They're amazing. Makes me want to get clown loaches. I'm just afraid of them getting too big.
well, Ed,
No.
believe it or not, it's time to go to Griff's.
Awesome.
I appreciate you coming up and helping me out. So, guys, I appreciate all you showing up, even though it was a disaster to start. Danny started us, then she went away, then I came on. So we got it figured out. We managed to get the stream done. We'll see you guys next Sunday, same time, same place. And for my members, I am finally going to get back to the member streams, 9 o'clock next Sunday, finally. Do apologize. Been a little tough trying to get that going with the places I've been. So anyway, I want to thank all my members for being as loyal as you've been, and all the super chatters. I want to thank all my moderators, all the lurkers and replay crew, and of course all you crazy folks that sit here for an hour with me and Ed. As always, love your fish. Head on over to Mr. Griff's, and we'll see you next time. Same place, same time. Later, guys.